Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's down to business here.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. Leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
And a chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Maldini did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Xavi Alonso. And this is Inzaghi. Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. Best stood his ground strongly. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning. Still no card.
Well, he was the one player you had to keep away from the area. Not the best way to do it, though.
Neymar looking to play it into the box. So who is the target now? He's having a look at what's available. Vitinha going forward. Now that looks a decent ball. Xavi Alonso. Now, what about a counter-attack? Can he get on the end of this? Thuram. Cannavaro. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Goes for a shot! Well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
And now he has two. So that's two now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
And we have our very first corner. And it's hoisted clear. He's going for goal! And that's a sharp finish. That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
A shift in momentum, perhaps. It's Drogba! Oh, it's come off the upright. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Xavi Alonso, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. In with the challenge. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cruyff. And here's Drogba. Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that was vital. There's the crossfield ball.
Paris Saint-Germain are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Nicely aimed pass. And this is Ronaldo. Plays a sharp little ball here.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Now it's Drogba.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And there's a searching pass. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So it's down to business here. Now then, this man really is a legend, perhaps the legend, a revolutionary, the father of a philosophy. He is, of course, Jim, Johan Cruyff.
We'd have no total football without him, Peter. No tiki-taka either.
One of the best of all time. Some say the best, and certainly one of the most influential.
Without a doubt, pure class.
Roberto Carlos, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. Neymar. Now, can they get him away? Vieira. It's Pedri. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Tries to pass it through. Roberto Carlos. Pedri! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
That's good play. Plenty of targets in the penalty area and plenty of movement too.
Back to the keeper it goes. Thuram. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
There's the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Vieira. Knocks it out wide. And it's Xavi Alonso. And here's Inzaghi.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Pull it. Now it's Yaya Toure. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. And here's Yaya Toure. And here's Hullet.
Paris Saint-Germain are clearly playing a patient game here, looking to pick out those runners.
Yeah, that's a lot of the forwards, this style, doesn't it? You need them to be very sharp, chasing non-stop, running after lost causes.
Yeah, and you need a lot of movement up front if you're going to make it work.
And he was alert to it. Paris Saint-Germain with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Van der Sar claims comfortably. Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. This is a promising build-up. And it's Ibrahimovic! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Roberto Carlos! Getting on for a third of the way through the game. Cruyff. Cruyff. Can he finish? Yaya Toure is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Roberto Carlos. Crossing. He leaps for it. He's done very well to get to that.
Ibrahimovic is offering a right smile there.
Oh, that looks a good ball through. Big chance, corner. Corner number 2 then. Alonso! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pedri. Bullet with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner.
Paris Saint-Germain truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Lovely pass, but... And the shot! And he's stuck it away! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Filippo Inzaghi is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And it's Roberto Carlos. Pedri, a player who needs no introduction. That's destined for the flank.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
De Rossi. Cruyff. Is there any support? He might not need it. Vieira proves too strong. Bullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. So we're underway for the second half.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Chance! They want to be quick to recover this. Manchester United have themselves a corner, I think. Yes, they do. This their second corner of the game. Oh, he's bullish header! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. And here's Inzaghi. Wriggles his way through. He's picked his way through. Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. And that's a nicely shaped ball. And the shot! And it's in! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, you had to fancy him, Peter. He seems to be growing in stature with every goal.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides. Manchester United are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
So, third corner of the game.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And now they can spring out of defence. Haaland. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. And it's Messi. Filippo Inzaghi needing to deal with defending that's more up close and personal. Yeah, Vieira has got himself a free kick. And that's going to be a booking.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
Not too many have the power or indeed the accuracy from this range. Would he dare to have a go? Haaland! Haaland! Oh, he really got hold of that.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Nicely aimed pass. Maldini gets over and intercepts. Haaland.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Paris Saint-Germain perhaps contemplating their next change here. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all.
Might want to be careful
Messi
there.
is having a shot! And no mistake. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
Paris Saint-Germain get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. And it's Davids. Passing nice and neat.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And he welcomes it in. Always goal side. Shapes to shoot! Keeper's got his work done.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
And the keeper beats it away. Played out wide. Xabi Alonso. In towards the back. And a header! Final touch was poor. Davids. Vieira. Calafiori. Cruyff. Alaba has it in a wide position. Opts to play it back. And he's whipped and getting up there! Pull it. Xavi Alonso. And he cuts out the supply. Alaba. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. Vieira wins the duel this time. He's having a hit! Great strike, a test for the keeper. Paris Saint-Germain get their fourth corner. Header comes in! Oh, brilliant save. 4 added minutes on the board. And it's Hullet. Nice control. Hullet purring through the gear. So that's it. It is all over. Paris Saint-Germain cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents who were thrilling. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team creates space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Yeah, winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
Oh, good take in a good area. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was Cruyff! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Luis Suarez. Oh, this is a great position. Hoisted in. Best. And here's Suarez. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Played out towards the right wing. Best has it in a wide position. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Deftly away. Lam is one whose deliveries we all know about. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Best. Neither side yet able to find the net. And that has left him in a heap. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, Dogged defence on the other. Getting up there! Goal! Manchester United! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Lahm plays it in. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Xavi Alonso, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it.
Paris Saint-Germain really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Luis Suarez! And again! And he hits the net! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Messi duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Luis Suarez. And it's Cruyff. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Looking to play him in. Tries to pass it through. Can he get onto this? And this is Hullet. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Lahm. De Rossi. It's Xavi Alonso. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bruno Fernandes. Knocks it into space.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Lahm, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. That's a cute ball.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
De Rossi. That's a lovely, neat pass. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And the whistle goes for half-time. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that's it for the first half, and everyone takes a well-earned rest. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either.
Takes a shot! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Manchester United really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
He has found a way through. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Ah, lovely feed. He is such a good mover. And Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Now it's Messi. And he has been fouled there. Rafael Varane has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles.
Yeah, and the whole stadium knew that was coming, apart from him, it seems.
Lahm did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here and
Tries a shot! Oh, good finish. Right back in the game. Perfect placement. The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Paris Saint-Germain choosing to make the first change. Just one in it now.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Might be danger here. Now that looks a decent ball. Bruno Fernandes unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Messi. Lahm. Oh, well played, well played. That's a pretty loose pass. And here's Messi. Haaland is onto this. And he's got... Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And it's hoisted clear. Spread out to the left. Decent chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pullet gets it away.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Pullet and Messi! Oh, that was wicked, a truly wicked effort.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
And here's Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Paris Saint-Germain still have the cards to affect this game. And this is Inzaghi. Haaland! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
Paris Saint-Germain really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
And this is Dembele. He slid in, and that has raised the temperature on the touchline. Paris Saint-Germain can breathe again. Just.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Nice interception, well timed.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
And here's Hullet.
Just needs a little bit of fine-tuning. Hullet clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
And here's Haaland.
Paris Saint-Germain really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
Bullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. He's found a way through. Pinches it off him. Maldini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Against the crossbar. Inzaghi is onto it in a flash. And it's Messi. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. And this is Zola. And he's intervened well there. And the pass is intercepted. And that is it. A real high-octane conclusion. Well, this was a game they could so easily have won on another day. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We are just getting started.
For my money, Peter, Sergio Busquets was the best number 6 of his generation.
And it's striking, isn't it, how different he is from those bustling box-to-box players who've tended to take that position in the past.
That's right, very, very cagey in the way he operated. No heroic tackles or lung-bursting athleticism, but that's because he doesn't need any of that. He's someone who carved out a role for himself that I think only he can play.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Maldini. For De Rossi. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Mateus. Ball's played through. Lorenzo Insigne. Oh, that's fabulous. Swing, towering header. Goal!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
So, Cristiano Ronaldo! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Hullet. Hullet will not want to lose out here. It's a quick one. And here's Bale. Eze calmly anticipates. Not the most accurate pass. He's on it. Can he get away? Piqué is very much of the none-shall-pass school of defending. Mateus running with intent. Paris Saint-Germain
really do like their passes from deep, Peter.
Making good use of that quarterback position, aren't they?
Yeah, but this is a system that can only work if you have the players who are willing to run at and beyond the defence. Let's see if these forwards are up for it now.
Timber. Paris Saint-Germain currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is through here! Eze, who is rarely short on confidence.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Short changes him with that pass. Mateus. Pass somewhat off target. Xavi Alonso. That's a pretty loose pass. Eze. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That is good alertness. Kubo. Mateus. And it's Insigne. Can he get on the end of this? Lovely feet. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And this is Bale. Lam. And this is Bale. Good challenge. Excellent challenge. Now it's Drogba. Oh, he's not played the ball. That's a foul. And here's Eze. Great vision. Great challenge. Time to perfection. Goes for a shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And it's slung out wide. And he's intervened well there. Paris Saint-Germain looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Pelé can so cleverly bypass the press. Xavi Alonso, and there's green grass ahead of him. Shoots! And that's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Well, a little more decisiveness on the ball and that probably wouldn't have happened, but still, it was very well played. Great pressure to force the error.
Paris Saint-Germain are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it. Now they have it.
And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Busquets.
Paris Saint-Germain are totally dominant in the middle of the park. A no-way through zone.
He's got away. Pull it. In by... And a chance! Yes! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real... And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me.